welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of... They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. McGee. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them command.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The first down carry here for Johnson to the 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and short yardage, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it?
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McGee. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And they've got the comfortable 4th quarter lead, but still going to the air here. That one is a rarity. With all the success that they've had passing the ball, Charles, not many have actually hit the ground, but that one did there.
No, partner, we certainly have not seen many of those in this ball game. But I'm really happy to see this defense continue to fight. They're showing their pride.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. There was no going through the progression. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st down, McGee. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. McGee flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. McGee. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Throwing on 1st down. McGee continues.
And who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play even.
And As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this Falcon defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Play action. McGee able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try to run. Back to throw. McGee. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Harris is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, McGee. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Second and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. McGee escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, this is Harris. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McGee dancing to his left. He spins free. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. In motion comes the tight end left. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It'll be Young again. He'll buy some time right.
That is caught.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, Young. Touchdown!
Laviska Shenault.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
On first down, McGee. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 9.
Young now. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A second down throw for Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. McGee.
Howard making an impressive catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw on 2nd down. McGee steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A play fake. Now Young on the move to his left.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. McGee escaping the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee forced out to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Throwing to start the drive. McGee. He finds his man. Complete. That's Banks. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up?
Touchdown, Panthers! Laviska Shenault, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Panthers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Back to throw. McGee flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have shown this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McGee. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on 1st down. McGee. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hunter now will go in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Penalty is declined. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, McGee. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, McGee. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it?
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Panthers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.